Thank you for tuning into the Simplicit Technologies video for 5 Office 365 security preferences you need to enable today. I'm Chris Hogue, Client Experience Manager here at Simplicit Technologies. We're going to jump in and I'm going to give you some security preferences that you need to enable in your Office 365 tenant today. So, for the first one, enable transport rules. So what are they? Well, similar to in your inbox in Outlook, inbox rules kind of help you sort email as it comes in. But this transport rule actually enables this feature on the back end. So what it will do is before an email even gets to your inbox, it will indicate whether it's coming from inside the organization or externally. Users have hundreds, sometimes even thousands of emails coming through every single day. And it's very difficult to know which ones are coming from inside or outside the network because of spoofing. So what you can do is you can set up an email message that looks kind of like this. It'll say external sender, and you can kind of add a customized message. This is the one that we actually use at Simplicit. It says think before you click. Just a great way to kind of get users to think twice before clicking on that message. So that's definitely something that you should enable within your organization. Number 2, we've got enable conditional access. So what is that? Well, it's the modern security perimeter that extends beyond an organization's network to include user and device identity and file sharing. So what does that mean? Well, it basically protects the data that you share outside of the organization through OneDrive. So anything that you send out to somebody, it will have conditional access, meaning they have to authenticate. They can't just click on the file, download it, and have it. They have to have an account. They have to be able to sign into that account and access what you're sharing. Now, this will not be convenient for some of the people that you're sharing with, but convenience and security will never exist on the same playing field. And number 3, 2FA. Or MFA, two-factor authentication or multi-factor authentication. 2FA has actually become a requirement for signing into bank accounts and other financial institutions. I know that when I pay my mortgage, I have to sign in with multi-factor authentication. So, multi-factor authentication is something you know and something you have. You know your password and you have a cell phone where you can receive a text or a phone call with a one-time authentication code that will allow you to access the account that you're trying to sign into with Office 365. Very simple to set up, very simple to deploy, and very easy for users to adopt it. They just have to have a cell phone or perhaps another email, but preferably a cell phone, and even one provided to them by the organization. Number 4, disable legacy protocols. We want to get rid of basic authentication. So what is basic authentication? Basically, when you sign in Outlook to Office 365, it takes you to Exchange Online and it lets you sign in and access your email. We want to disable that because it's very easy for any hacker who gets access to your credentials to sign in, brute force attack, and then get access to other endpoints within an organization. When you enable modern authentication, it checks in with Exchange Online, checks in with Active Directory, as well as Azure AD if you have what's called a federated system, and it allows for that extra layer of protection so that your account cannot be brute force attacked. So highly recommend disabling just basic authentication. Last, encrypt your emails. When you're sending sensitive data outside of the organization, you have to encrypt it. Social security numbers, offer letters, sensitive information, intellectual property, when any of it goes outside of the organization, it needs to be encrypted. Encrypting can be enabled easily if you have enterprise licensing. You can actually set up a rule that when you type encrypt into the subject line, it will trigger a rule that will encrypt that email from the sender to the recipient. So to enable all of these features, there's one thing that I wanted to show you, and that's advanced threat protection. Advanced threat protection is offered by Office 365 and includes a lot of these features that I went over. And there's also ways that it can help you with anti-phishing, safe attachments, ATP safe links. These are ways that you can secure your organization, prevent any intrusion, and it's very, very simple. All you do is click a button and it's on and it's protecting you. Now it needs to be managed, updated, if changes come through, new protocols that need to be discovered. You need to have an Office 365 admin that can also make sure that they're up to date on that stuff. Appreciate you watching this video and learning about how you can make Office 365 more secure for your organization. All of these things, I'm recording this as of June 11th, 2020. All of these things could change in the near future. There might be more security features that are better than the ones I discussed. But here we are, June 11th, 2020. These are the security features that I would recommend, and our organization can assist you in getting them enabled today. Thank you again for watching this, and have a great rest of your day.